Hello everyone, this is Michael from Replica Airguns with a tabletop product review. Today we're looking at the Jag SPX2 Scattergun, and this is a green gas airsoft shotgun. Again, this is the tabletop review. I will be following it up with a field test shooting video at the end of the week, so stay tuned for that. Now there are various other versions of this gun in our Canada and US online Replica Airgun stores, and stock is limited. I'm not sure if we have this exact model there. We might only have it in black. There's other versions of the gun, but today I'm going to focus on the SPX2 version, and this is the tan version. All right, let's go over some of the specifications. This is a mostly aluminum metal constructed gun. It is gas operated, so it uses green gas or propane gas that it holds in the integrated buffer tube area. I'll show you that in a bit here. I can't show you the whole gun just now, but let's just slide it over so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. With the buffer tube, it's AR styled. Green gas goes in the bottom. I'll show you that in a bit. It weighs approximately 4 pounds or 1.8 kilograms, but to be honest, I kind of have a feeling it's actually more than that. It's got a lot of weight to it. It is mostly metal, although it is aluminum, which is a lighter weight metal, but it does feel pretty heavy. It does use fixed hop up. It is selectable for 3-round or 6-round bursts, and you're gonna get up to 110 shots per gas fill. Now that said, each of these shotgun shells, I'm going to call them shell/magazines because they're essentially the magazine. They go in like a traditional shotgun shell, but they hold around 30 rounds. Now it depends on what website you're looking at. Ours says 28, but in the manual it says 30. So anywhere from 28 to 30 rounds will go in these shells. And then for each shot, you're going to be releasing 3 to 6 rounds. So you're going to go through those mags pretty quick, somewhere around 6 to 10 shots per shell, depending on what you have it selected to be at. Now again, this is an airsoft shotgun, so it shoots 6mm plastic airsoft BBs in different weights. And even though it shoots 3-round and 6-round bursts, you would think it wouldn't get that high a FPS, but you're going to get close to 360 to 400 FPS depending on how many rounds you're shooting at the time. We will be chronographing it later for you guys to know a little bit more, just exactly what we're going to expect from it. The Jag SPX2 Scattergun has incorporated pop-up sights. They're iron sights. They are removable and they're fully adjustable. I'll show you those when we do the walk around. And again, it has that AR style buffer tube here, and it is adjustable. You can put whatever stock you want on there. It does come with this minimalistic stock. I kind of like it because, as you can see here, for shotgun, it won't snag on you because it kind of rounds off or angles off here on the bottom, so that's pretty neat. It does come off. You can put whatever stock you want on there. Pistol grips as well are AR compatible, so you can take that off, put on pretty much any AR compatible pistol grip. You're going to find a nice long top Picatinny rail here, so you can put whatever hardware you want up there. On the bottom you do have a key mod pump, so whatever key mod accessories you want to put on there, you can do that. If you want to put a pistol grip or some sort of other attachment, you can do that. Now when I do get in a little tighter, I'll show you these QD sling points, so you can take off these slings and attach them left, right, up front here, or further back if you want to. The Jag SPX2 Scattergun is a Jag Precision product made in China. We're going to quickly show you the box. There's not a lot I can show you on camera because the box is huge and the camera view is small, but there's the logo, right? There's really not a lot I can, even on the sides, there's really nothing to show you. The back doesn't really have much other than this sort of made in China thing here. Okay, on one of the sides it does have, I don't know if I can even see it here, if you can see that, but it's got the Canada compliance sticker here just to let the import border guys know that it is Canada legal. Other than that, that's pretty much the box. It's got some foam inside that keeps everything secure. Inside the box, you're going to find this guy. Okay, so you're going to find a speed loader. That's going to come in handy to load the shells. I'll show you that, how that works. You get the jam rod. Okay, so you can, if you get anything stuck in there, you can get it out a little easier. It's also got this little area up front here where you can put a cleaning rod or cleaning rag in there to clean the barrel out if you need to. And then you also, of course, get the manual. All right, so here's the manual. It does have some nice specifications in it too, because I was trying to find the weight and everything. So it shows a lot of their products. You can see here they have multiple products. We're focusing on the SPX2 here, but you can see various models with the weights, barrel lengths. I don't think I even said it in the specification, but the length of this product, the SPX2, is 31 inches. Okay, and again, Here we've got all the buffer tube, shell counts, shell capacity, FPS 345. It's actually a little hotter than that. I've seen other people reviewing it. It does shoot pretty hot. You can see here how to load it, safety on off, using that speed loader, how to fill the gas, okay? All that great fancy stuff. How to load the shells, how to adjust the 3 versus 6 shot mode. Basically, when you pull the pump back, you can have access to that selection there. Yeah, and there's your cleaning rod for cleaning. And some more information, troubleshooting. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna do the walk around. It's gonna take a little bit. There's a lot to show off on this gun. Really cool. Really, the only plastic parts you're gonna find on this gun are the pistol grips, the butt stock, removable butt stock, the little tip here, the orange tip. Even, I believe, pretty much everything, even these guys, this feels like it's metal here too, right? It's got everything you need there. Okay, so all aluminum, everything. Even this, I believe, is aluminum. Everything here. All right, we're just gonna kind of look at it real quick, front and back, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. I just want to show you around. Okay. All right, so let's start from the front. We do have the flip-up sights, right? And this one is adjustable for elevation. You can turn that up and down, move it up and down for elevation. There's your Picatinny rail. Moving on to the back, we have the rear sight. You do have, right, different optical views here. You got the smaller one and the larger one, okay? And this is adjustable for windage, okay? Different apertures there, right? And then you've got your shells here. You can place them in this slide saddle here. That's what it's called. And pretty straightforward, right? And for loading, you open up the magazine port, pop it in there, and you're ready to go. When you're ready to come out, I think you might have to pull it back. There you go. So you got to pull the pump back in order to get the shell out, which is pretty standard. Okay, and then the shell comes out. Put that back there. Wanted to show you the sling options. So you just push this little button in. You can remove it. You can put it back here. Okay, you can put it different spots here. You can put it either side if you want. Depends on if you're left or right-handed. So that's kind of cool. This is removable, so you just pull it basically down all the way and you can pull it off. I'm not going to do that right now. I do like it's got a nice butt pad on it. Again, the pistol grip is removable. You have this crossbolt safety. Okay, there again is your magazine port. Release, key mod, accessories. Okay, interestingly enough, I'll show you this. If you want to, you can take this off. This is basically the magazine tube, your standard magazine tube where you'd normally load your shells. And it does fit the shells. You can put 2 of them in there. Up to 2, that's about it. It's pretty much tops out of 2, I've tried. So you can literally bring with you 8 loaded shells that are on the gun and 1 in the chamber, which would allow you for 9 shells total being held on and in the gun. With 30 rounds potentially for each shell, so you're looking at a couple hundred rounds. Pretty good, okay? That's lots of ammo, and you're gonna get through at least half of those rounds per fill. Actually more than that, because you have about 100 shots. So 100 shots times however many rounds. So yeah, you're probably gonna need all those shells because you're gonna be shooting 3 rounds at a time, times 110 shots. So you might even need a few extras. All right, let's take a look at the barrel opening. Really, really nice product. There's your Jag arms. Okay, let's take a look here. Read manual before use. It's got a nice code there. I guess you can scan it and get information maybe. Go to their website. Haven't tried it myself yet. Okay. So, typical pump, right? Okay, and let's take a look at the loading of the gas, just real quick. So of course you know how to do this, but there's your gas tube, and you load your propane or whatever gas you're using, green gas. Okay, in there. All right, let's get into some of the pros and the cons for the Jag SPX2 Scattergun. First off, it's a full metal construction gun, or at least mostly metal, everywhere where you'd expect it other than the rear stock and the pistol grip and of course the orange tip. Everything else is going to be metal, mostly aluminum. And it does come pretty much fully customized. You've got everything you'd probably want on this gun. I can't really see adding too much more to it. It's ready to go. You're not going to spend any more money accessorizing it unless you really want to. You also get a lot of shots per gas fill, 110, so you're essentially going to be shooting 3 rounds per 100 shots, so that's up to 300 rounds before you need to fill the gas. And you're going to expect a good 350 to 400 FPS with this gun. Even when shooting in 6-round bursts, I believe it still gets pretty good FPS. Does come with those fully adjustable pop-up iron sights that are removable if you want to switch them out for something else, but they're pretty good. They're nice sights considering they're included with the gun. Again, you have the AR compatible buttstock back here and pistol grip. You're going to find multiple mounting points again for the sling, right? You've got the mounting points at the front here, at the back, on either the left or right side. And it's nice that you have the option of either 3-round or 6-round burst, just in case you don't want to go through the ammo quite as quickly. Now this version does come in black or tan, and again, there's a whole bunch of other options, different styles of these Jag Precision products available. And for the price, you're getting a lot of gun for the money. There's not a lot of these shotguns out there, and a lot of them are going to come pretty bare bones. You're going to have to add a lot of accessories to them to get them to this point. That's going to cost a lot of additional money, so consider that, factor that additional cost when you're looking at a product like this. All right, let's take a look at some of the cons. It does come with the orange tip, but I'm pretty sure you could remove that fairly easily. And like with all pump guns, you're going to find a little bit of wear. It's going to happen around where the pump sort of touches, right? It's just going to happen. All shotguns do this. It doesn't matter if it's a blued, like an actual real steel blued shotgun, you're going to have wear around the pump area. So if you're worried about that kind of stuff, then don't get this gun. Now, being that it's a shotgun, you do have the advantage of 3 rounds coming out. So more rounds means more potential possibility of hitting your target, but overall it won't be as accurate as per se a rifle or sniper rifle. Now, one thing I forgot to do, and I meant to do it, so I'm just going to quickly do it right now, is I just want to show you how you load these shells. I kind of said I would. It's pretty easy. You have your standard speed loader here. Okay, this is a standard speed loader. It's, you know, like what you get for a lot of these guns. You just pop it in there, and you just go load it. It's really not difficult. That's it. We're done. Once you can't push down anymore, you're done. You can see here, we got tons of rounds in here. It's ready to go, ready to pop one in there, and should have about 28-30 rounds in there. All right, that wraps up this review for the Jag SPX2 Scattergun Green Gas Airsoft Shotgun. If you're interested in buying one, again, check out our Canada and US online replica airgun stores over at replicaairguns.ca for Canada and replicaairguns.us for the US. We have various models available for you to buy. We also have a lot of other products there: air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. So again, check out those stores if you're interested in other products. Make sure to visit us at replicaairguns.com for all of our articles and reviews. Usually I'll put additional photos and a written article to go along with my videos that I make here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. You can also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Username is Replica Airguns. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.